What's up YouTube? Chris Bandy here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to warm up and get in shape for the backflip. Step 1. Quads. Stand up straight, grab one leg by the ankle, and pull all the way back until your heel is against your bottom. If you can, pull even harder so that your knee extends back behind the other knee. Don't grab your foot or your toe. Grab your leg by the ankle right above the foot. Make sure to ease in and out of every stretch. Make sure you wear stretchy clothes. It's sort of pointless to try to stretch while wearing clothes that make it hard for you to stretch. Stretch each quad for 15 seconds. Step 2. Hams. Keeping your feet together and your legs straight, bend down at the hips and try to touch your toes. Don't slump your back over. Keep it as straight as possible. I have been terrible at this my entire life, so see if you can go farther down than I can. Hold this position for 15 seconds. All of these stretches, except for 9 and 10, are static stretches, which means you hold a static position for the correct amount of time. Don't count the seconds that you take getting into the position. Only start counting once you're in the position. Step 3. Calves. Lean with both hands against a table or wall. Keeping your right leg straight, slide your right foot backwards until you feel a good stretch. Let your left leg bend as it needs. If you can, lower yourself down by bending your elbows to get an even better stretch. Again, don't force yourself quickly. Just ease into and out of the stretch, nice and slowly. Stretch each calf for 15 seconds. Step 4. Groin. Sit up straight, place the soles of your feet together, and pull your feet as close to your body as it's comfortable. Stretch by trying to touch your knees to the ground. If you want, use your elbows to push them down, or pull up on your feet to create a counterforce. Hold this position for 15 seconds. Step 5. Glutes. Sit up straight with both legs extended. Then take one leg and cross it over the other. Hold it tight to your body. If you can, bring your opposite arm around and touch your palm to the ground. I cannot do this. Anyway, stretch each glute for 15 seconds. Step 6. Adductors. Stand up straight with your feet about 2 shoulder widths apart. Then lean to one side until you feel the stretch underneath your thigh. Stretch each adductor for 15 seconds. Step 7. Abdominals, vertical. Stand up straight, grab one wrist with the other hand, and pull straight up. Once you've gone up as high as you can go, pull back a little bit to stretch your abs. Don't pull back so far that your lower back starts to crunch. Stretch for 20 seconds, rest for 10 seconds, then stretch for 20 more seconds. Step 8. Abdominals, prone. Lay flat on your stomach, with your feet flattened as well if that's comfortable. Then place your palms on the floor just outside your shoulders. Push and roll your body up, keeping everything from the waist down on the ground. Once your arms are straight, look up at the ceiling. Again, don't go so far back that your lower back starts to hurt. Stretch for 20 seconds, rest for 10 seconds, then stretch for 20 more seconds. Step 9. Obliques. Stand up straight, link elbows with 2 imaginary partners, then rotate side to side as far as you're comfortable. Go to each side 10 times. Step 10. Shoulders. Swing both arms in a circle, forwards 10 times, then backwards 10 times. If your shoulders pop like mine, just go from behind the back up to straight up. Okay. So before you start training for the backflip, you should be comfortable with all of the 10 stretches that we've done. If it's your first couple times training on the ground, I would suggest doing all of these stretches before each session. You might think that you can get away without stretching, and you might be able to, especially if you're under 18. But all it takes is one injury to change your mind, and probably to keep you from flipping for weeks. The muscles most involved in the backflip are the quadriceps and the abdominals. If those muscles are super weak, sometimes only stretching isn't going to cut it. You'll keep getting hurt even if you're resting a lot. If you want to get those muscles ready for training, try these 5 exercises after you do the stretches. 1. Pogo jumps. Keeping your whole body loose, but moving as little as possible, jump up and down, landing on your toes and springing up off of your toes. Do 10 pogo jumps. 2. Squat jumps. Place your feet slightly wider than shoulder width, with your toes pointed outwards in a natural position. Keeping your entire body straight with your arms tucked inside, Squat down until your quadriceps break parallel. Then spring up into the air. Do 5 squat jumps. 3. High jumps. Stand up straight with your arms out in front of you. Bend down about halfway and swing your arms back until they are pointed backwards. Go as far as you're comfortable, but don't hold them in that position. Instead, immediately slingshot your arms forward until they are straight up, and then spring up from the ground. Do 5 high jumps. 4. Inverse crunches. Lay on your back on a comfortable surface, roll your legs up really hard, grab your legs, and tuck into a ball. Do it quickly enough so that you start to roll back onto your neck a little bit. If you want to simulate a backflip more closely, stand in front of your bed and throw yourself backwards into the roll. If any of this hurts your stomach, you're not ready for the backflip. If it's a little sore, start at 1 of these per day and work your way up to 5 in a row before training for the backflip. If your stomach merely feels sore, just start at 1 of these per day and work your way up to 5 in a row before training for a backflip. If you need, do them slower at first so that it's less stressful on your body. If doing these motions causes a sharp pain, take off for 3 days. During these 3 days, do the ab stretches I mentioned earlier, twice a day, then try to work your way up to 5 inverse crunches in a row. 5. Sit-ups. Lay on your back and use a couch or something to brace your feet under. Slide until your knees are bent at about a 90-degree angle, then adjust to whatever's most comfortable for you. Cross your arms over your chest and try to sit up nice and slow until your elbows run into your quads. Then go back down nice and slow. See if you can do 5 of these in a row. Again, if you can't do this, or it hurts your stomach a lot, I don't think you're quite ready for the backflip. To get in shape for the backflip, you need to slowly and patiently work your way up until your body is able to do all of the stretches and exercises that we've gone through today. You should at least try to do all the stretches every day, even on days that you're not training. If you pull a muscle while training, I would suggest resting completely for at least 2 whole days, doing only the stretches. Then you can ease your way back into the 5 exercises until you feel like you're ready to train again. Okay, that's it for this tutorial. Stay safe.